our first offender, who actually, I was just talking to someone before we got on to join you guys, who said, the deal with Hannah Einbinder, who won for playing Ava Daniels on Hacks. That show is all Jean Smart, if you ask me. Okay, that show is all Jean Smart. She said, Hannah won for playing herself because if she had any range, she'd be booking jobs left and right. And that is the truth. So Hannah Einbinder wins for, I believe it was Best Supporting Actress for Hacks. And she gets up and decides to deliver this little nugget. Here we go.
I just want to say, finally, go Birds, guys, and free Palestine. Thank you.
Oh, and she's walking off so proud of herself. F ICE and free Palestine. Kinsey.
Bisexual, outspoken, willing to be half naked. Hamas would eat you for lunch. You're such a stupid bitch.
She's also Jewish, is she not?
She's Jewish. Yes, she's Jewish. But I mean, who would know watching that?
So she was one of a cohort of actors and actresses last night wearing a little red pin. And you might have heard us talking about it or like questioning it on the live stream. We were like, what is that thing? Because it was so small as to be indecipherable. And I wonder if that is by design, literally and metaphorically. Now, Hannah, who I suspect Jean Smart really cannot stand. I suspect this is the case. As my friend backstage was saying, her theory is Jean works it all out on the show. And when her character is reaming Ava Daniels out for her generational and intellectual fraudacity, that's Jean's real, feelings. I like it as a working theory. So anyway, Jean is standing next to Hannah while she's doing her victory lap backstage. And she's asked by the media why and how it is she is supporting Hamas, in essence. Yeah. Here we go.
It's an issue that's really close to my heart.
If you're listening, her entire top half is blurred out.
It is my obligation
because her shoulders are bare.
As a Jewish person to distinguish Jews from the state of Israel because our religion and our culture is such an important and long-standing basically
institutions and okay. So as she's struggling, not since Meghan Markle was asked, is what's the one thing about you wish people would know? And she looked to the heavens and went, Has a celebrity struggled to get an answer out thoughtfully and succinctly? Okay, she should have known this was coming, but we're looking at her blurred out because Hamas saw this clip and loved it. So if you think these are just meaningless award ceremonies with like dummy celebrities who aren't really causing any harm with their bullshit, not so. Hamas took that clip and they're circulating it on their media platforms and their social media, but they blurred out the top of her because she's wearing a shoulderless dress, one-sleeved, and you cannot see her shoulders and you cannot see her boobs, which are just like covered up under a gown, and you can't see her goddamn button either because that had to get blurred out, even though it's in support of Hamas.
It is ridiculous. Yeah, like they are using you as a vehicle over there. They are saying, look, we're influencing the Americans. Look, we are converting people. She is so stupid, and I am so thoroughly disappointed. The Kardashian voice, and I'm trying to figure out what I should say. If you're going to make a statement like that, come prepared with facts and figures when you get back in front of all that media and all those cameras. I also love that she has taken it upon herself to speak for the Jewish community. That she is the figurehead that wants to make sure that everybody knows that the state of Israel is not a representation. The state of Israel that allows her to work and basically Israel and what Israel has done in the past is the reason she's able to comfortably live in the United States and work as basically a court gesture and just be the silly person on TV that memorizes lines and delivers them. I just think it's infuriating and so disappointing. I wanted to love her. I loved Hacks.
So this brain trust would have us know that you can separate Jews from the Jewish state. I don't think she's looked at the flag recently, the flag of Israel. And secondly, she openly identifies as bisexual. And honey, Hamas would throw you off the nearest rooftop, and then they would stone you, and then they would gang rape you for good measure, and then they would cut your body apart and play with your dismembered breasts like they did to their Jewish victims on October 7th.
And stream it on the internet like they did on October 7th.
So good luck with your support of Hamas. Why don't you maybe go take a tour of Gaza?
Well, that's
Go do it.
She says the reason she's doing it is because she has friends in Gaza. Well, then get your butt on a plane and go over there yourself.
Javier Bardem, I'm dying to know. We're going to take a look at him, this bad boy on the red carpet. Not only is he wearing an Artist for Ceasefire pin, we're going to get to the origin story of that, but he is also wearing a keffiyeh. And my question is, who designed the keffiyeh? Is it Prada? Is it Chanel? Is it Louis Vuitton? Or is it more likely Amazon Prime?
Oh my gosh, I think it's Amazon Prime. It's giving Amazon Prime. Joan Rivers would have had a field day with this man.
Joan Rivers would have crucified him. He would have run screaming the other way. Are you kidding me? Now, has Javier ever played gay?
I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I get Javier mixed up with Jeffrey Dean Morgan on a religious basis. Like, they have the same face. And so I couldn't tell you. But what I will say is I hope Jeffrey Dean Morgan takes every job from Javier from here on out.
100%. Great point. You know who I think has the same face, but you would never mistake them because their hair color is completely different. Benicio del Toro and Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Same face.
I thought you were going to go with never mind. But yes, I can see that now.
Okay. Well, there was an open letter written to the quote unquote red hand supporters who, the actors, producers, that entire cohort wearing this red pin as they, really went full Zoolander, full blue steel on the red carpet. Gaza, ceasefire, human slaughter. And also be sure to get my ass that I've been working on in Pilates for, these many months. This is an open letter written by an organization called The Brigade, a pro-Israel, pro-Jewish organization. To the red hand supporters, we turned the other cheek when you pinned a symbol of Jewish murder to your awards lapels. We took the high road when you cried for a ceasefire that already existed before Hamas shattered it on October 7th. But today we will not be silent. That pin is no symbol of peace. It is the emblem of Jewish bloodshed. In 2000, Palestinian terrorists in Ramallah lynched 2 innocent Israelis, ripped them apart limb by limb. I believe they disemboweled them. That's my aside. Then held up their blood-soaked hands, which I am sure, again, were dismembered, to a cheering mob. That infamous image, the blood-soaked hand, the hand that is on that pin, is now your ceasefire badge. Ceasefire in quotes, as it should be. And on the very day it was discovered that the Bibas babies, innocent Jewish children, were strangled to death by the terrorists' bare hands, you asked Hollywood to wear it with pride. Is this ignorance, or is this deliberate, calculated malice?
Oh my gosh, I could not answer that. I want to assume it's ignorance. I want to assume that they are just so stupid.
I've spoken about this before. I watched the October 7th footage that was put together in a short film by the IDF, and whoever put that together deserves all the awards because it does tell a story. And once you see what the terrorists did to the Jewish people and other innocents caught up in October 7th, you can never unsee it, and there's zero justification for it. So let's look at Megan Stalter on the red carpet, okay? This bitch from Hacks shows up on the red carpet in a white t-shirt, in blue jeans, a black belt, an Artist for Ceasefire pin, and on her handbag, what looks to me like a homemade ceasefire sign that looks like it's taped on there. Yeah. Her stylist is Jordan Johnson.
They want credit for that. I would be like, could you just not mention me? Sorry, here's your American Eagle jeans. Could you just not mention me?
Now, first of all, before we let's take a look at Megan Stalter's interview on the red carpet, and then we'll address this on the other side.
First of all, I'm sure a lot of people are asking, but the look, please.
I don't want to get recognized tonight, so I'm trying to do a more low key look. It's really overwhelming because I'm a huge megastar now, so it's really hard when people come up to me. So I thought maybe the glasses and like a more casual look would be like, yeah.
Any of this
showing off her bag,
or is it just like, you know what, I'm grabbing this out of my closet and going?
It's designer. It's Hanes and Levi's. That's it. Those are designers.
Okay. Yes, they are actually. Perfect. You have ceasefire here. You're wearing the pin as well. Why was it important for you to have both of those as a part of your look tonight?
Well, it's important for people with a platform to speak out, and it's the most important thing in the world to have peace. And, you know, I can't not
get it out, Megan.
And I feel like it's more important.
What are you saying, though?
Anything about my look, whether I was in a big gown or jeans, I feel like it's really important to speak out about those things that are really
about what?
All the things,
about what? What
things.
Are you speaking out about, you bitch?
Well,
Kinsey.
First of all, why is Hamas not sharing this video? Is it because she's a member of the itty bitty titty committee and she didn't find a proper bra?
Is it because she's not attractive?
I don't know.
Is it, first of all, Hamas would still take issue with you, sister, because you're showing 3/4 of your arms. You have a terrible foundation garment on, as discussed on the Emmys live stream. We can see bits of your breasts pushing out of your bra. The red lipstick would get you stoned in a heartbeat.
I am so disappointed. Like, we had this conversation during the Emmys live stream, but like, I want to love these actors because I love the content. I love the characters that they play. And I specifically liked her on Hacks. Mm-hmm. And then you realize that these, it's hard, but you have to realize that these people are not the characters they play. And they really have absolutely no business having this platform that we've created for them. We created this platform and we should take it away. We need to stop watching these award shows. We need to, if we don't like if a streamer is creating some sort of propaganda I'm for free speech.
Of course.
But we can vote with our money.
Of course.
And that's the only way we can make change.
Did you guys know that chips and fries used to be cooked in tallow up until the 1990s? That's when big corporations switched to cheaper and processed seed oils. And today, seed oils make up 20% of the average American's daily calories. Recent studies have linked seed oils to metabolic health issues and inflammation in the body. Luckily, there is a healthy, delicious alternative, masa chips. Masa created all of these delicious tortilla chips that we showed them on Emmy night at the Nerve. We were all snacking on them backstage. These chips are delicious. Everybody loves them. They're made with just 3 ingredients, so you're getting the real deal in purity. And there are no seed oils, just organic corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. These chips taste incredible, and they are sturdier and crunchier than other chips. They leave you feeling satisfied, light, and energetic. It's the beef tallow that makes these chips much more satiating. So you won't find yourself binging uncontrollably after you've eaten a bunch of them because you're still feeling hungry. They come in a variety of flavors. My favorite is the original, but there's also white, blue, lime, habanero, and churro. So if you are ready to give masa a try, go to masachips.com/Maureen and use code Maureen for 25% off your first order. That's masachips.com/Maureen, code Maureen for 25% off your first order. And if you'd rather not order online, not a problem, because starting in October, masa will be available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. So stop by and grab a bag or 2 or 3 before someone beats you to it and they're gone.